In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this pretty cool text reveal graphic inside Premiere Pro. Let's dive in. So I'm inside Adobe Premiere Pro and I have a project open here. The first step is to change your workspace from editing to captions and graphics. This will display the properties and the graphic templates panel. The first step is to create your text, so grab your type tool and then click out inside the program monitor. You can type in the text that you'd like to add. Once you have your text typed out, you can grab your selection tool, and with it selected, you can go to the properties panel and make adjustments to your text. You can change the font, for example, and get the styling down to the way you'd like it. I'm going to center align this text and get it into the position I'd like. Now for text, I recommend turning on your safe margins. So click on this button inside the program monitor. If you don't see this button, you can always click on your plus button and then click and drag the safe margins icon down to your tool menu. But with that selected, you can see your safe margins. Make sure your text is within the inner rectangle. That's going to be your safe margins for text. But once you got your text down in the position that you'd like it, the next step is to animate it. Now, if you notice from my example, it kind of animates out of nowhere. It essentially just appears. And to do this, what we can do is create a shape layer and make it a mask. So to do that, I'm going to grab my rectangle and then draw out a new shape layer over my text. You'll see that we have a new shape layer inside our properties panel here. And what we can do is select this shape layer and click mask with shape. Now you'll notice if we click on our text layer and if we move it around, you can see that it disappears when it exits the shape layer. So the next step is to animate it. So to do that, navigate to your effects controls panel and navigate to where it says text and twirl down those options there. You can scroll down, navigate to the position under the transform options, and then click on the stopwatch next to position. Go out forward in time. I'm going to go out forward about 15 frames. I'm going to click on the keyframe button and then click on the back button and animate my text off screen. You can add some easy ease to this keyframe by right clicking on it, going to temporal interpolation and go to ease in. You can also adjust the curve by clicking on the drop down, zooming in, clicking on the keyframe and clicking and dragging this handlebar to the left. When we click and play this back, this is what we have. Now, if you want to adjust the position of the shape, you can always go back to your shape layer, scroll down under shape inside effects controls, and just adjust your position. For example, I'm going to bring it up a little bit right to the bottom of my safe margins. That way the text animates right underneath it. So when we click and play this back, this is what we have. Now the next step is to animate it off. I'm going to click back on my text layer, scroll down, then I'm going to go to the end of my text layer, make another keyframe by clicking on this button here, go back a few frames, make a keyframe, and then click on the right arrow and then animate it off screen. You can once again click on this keyframe. We can zoom in here and click and drag the handlebar to the right to add some ease out of the keyframe. So when we click and play this back, we can see what we have. One extra bonus tip I wanted to mention is, say if you wanted to add safe regions around these keyframes, what you can do is click and drag these blue little handles from the top of the effects controls panel. You can see if we click and drag this from the left side over our keyframes here for the front and for the back, when we zoom in here and click on our text layer, let's say if we wanted to make this shorter, we can click and drag. And you'll notice that we preserve the animation of our keyframes here. So it will adjust to the new length of time. So if we wanted to make the text shorter, we can easily just do that and have our lower third or text reveal graphic automatically adjust to the new length of time. This also works if you make it longer as well. So you can make it as long as you want and the animation is always preserved. You don't have to go back in and try to click and drag the keyframes over to align to the new length of time. I did want to mention, if you wanted to have this template for yourself for Premiere Pro, you can download it on my Patreon page. If you're not a patron member yet, consider subscribing. You can gain assets to several templates that I use on a daily basis as a video editor, and it also helps support the channel. But that does it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.